So what we discussed so far, we discussed the fine structure of hydrogen and hydrogen-like atoms. Then we discussed also various contributions to this fine structure. That is the origin, actually, where from the fine structure originates, actually, what is the reason for that. And the contributions from this, we discussed mainly two. One was the spin, sorry, it is due to moisture, actually, it is raining here. Spin orbit interaction, and other was due to the relativistic direction. Sorry, actually it is not, pen is not working. I will try my best. Relativistic correction. So I hope you understand it, because relativistic correction. And these are the perturbations, actually. These both act as perturbations. First order perturbations, actually. First order perturbations. And they were generally delta E LS. And I can write here 1 because these are first order. And I can write delta ER, not necessarily to write, but just to remind that these are the first order corrections. So these are it. And if you see different books, so they have labeled it differently. Like Brensden is representing them like this, delta ESO and delta ER. If you see the quantum mechanics exactly, he has written it simply ESO1 and ER1 like this. And if you see that Rajkumar, that has a different notation, same like this. This one, this is from the Rajkumar. And we also have En of 0, which is the ground state energy of the hydrogen atom, which varies as 1 by, I think, n square, if you remember it. And this is for into 13.6 eV. There is multiplied by 13.6 actually. It's not now equal to, so it is equal to here. And for n equal to 1, it is equal to En of 0 is 13.6. For n is equal to 2, we have En of 0, E2 of 0 is equal to minus 3.4 something. These all are negatives. For n equal to 3, it is E3 of 0, it is minus 1.5 eV. It decreases as you move away from the nucleus actually. This is for the first shell, first ionization potential, this is second, this is third, and this is how it goes. And if you draw the simple energy level diagram for this, here n is equal to 1, like in Bohr radius, this Bohr's theory. So this E1 is 13.6 minus here, and here is somewhere nucleus. So this is like this. There's a nucleus. These are the energy levels. This is another. So this is minus 3.37 eV. This is minus 1.5. This is a ground. So what we have actually studied the Bohr spectrum, the Bohr's theory of hydrogen at spectra. That was this Balmer series, Lyman series, Paschen, bracket P fund. These all series, what we have seen is that we saw that the spectra which is there is from N to N dash. What does that mean? For example, I will give an example what it means actually. If you see the Balmer series, yes, for Balmer series, the spectra arises from N equal to 2 to N equal to infinity, which is the series limit actually. This happens to be series limit. And if you see the same H alpha line of Balmer series, Balmer or Lyman is Balmer series actually. So if you see those H alpha line, it arises from N equal to 3 to N equal to 2. So what I mean to say is that the spectra was generally for different N values. We don't take any consideration of L or S because those corrections were not known at that time. So when we actually, when the people investigated that spectra very closely, they observed some more sharp lines, very fine structures, fine spectral lines in that, and those were named as fine structure. Then these contributions were named to that, these lines happen to be because of the fine structure spin orbit interaction and this relativistic correction. So what happens to the spectra? How the spectra will look when you incorporate these spin orbit interaction term and the relativistic term. So how the spectra will be seen as. So first we have to see that how it will affect the N components, the energy levels corresponding to particular N. That means principal quantum number. Okay. So I am saying that, so when when these corrections were investigated or they were derived, and people attributed those fine spectral lines in the hydrogen spectra to these corrections, and they proved it theoretically as well as experimentally. So then it becomes important to look, if we incorporate these corrections, what will happen to the N, same N means principal quantum number. I mean to say that, does the N have a single energy level or it has a multiple energy levels? As we have seen from the spin orbit interaction or the fine structure corrections, we have seen that there comes L, there comes J, there comes S. So it was not at the time of Bohr's theory of hydrogen spectrum. So the transitions at that time are directly between N to N, N dash to N. That means N was changing from 1 N to N equal to 1, 3 to N equal to 2, N equal to 3 to N equal to 1, or sorry, N equal to 4 to N equal to 2. So in this way, the spectral line is originated as was thought. It was not exactly happening, but it was a theory at that time. So people used to say that the spectra is directly from N equal to some particular value to N dash, some another value, where N changes. But later on, it was seen that there are some experimentally observed small structures, and theoretically, they have been derived from the spin orbit interaction and the relativistic correction. There is another that is called a Lamb shift, actually. So that is a very small correction. I have not discussed it yet, but that will not affect our results at this stage. We will see that later. But so we have to see that what happens and how those N levels or N shells have different energy components, and there are the transition between those different components of a different N. I will draw the diagram and you will be able to understand that. If you remember the expression, last expression, I will write here. I will give a hint about the result of what I am saying. Actually, you will be able to understand it. Uh, let us write an expression. If you have the notes of the previous class with you, I will write an expression. Uh, I have written delta t's are infinity alpha square z4 is 1 by L plus 1 minus 3 by 4n. This was for j equal to L plus 1 by half, and delta t is r infinity alpha square z4 divided by n cube. It was 1 over L minus 3 by 4n. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
I think we have done it. This I
Yes,
have
sir.
derived, but this I suppose that you will do it by yourself by putting up the different j equal to L minus half. But when we used L equal to j plus minus 1 by 2, you might have seen that we, instead of two expressions, we got a single. It was same. These were equal. The expressions were actually
Yes,
same.
sir.
Okay? And the expression was this was the expression actually. So it was overall the expression seems to be same. So if you see this expression, what it means that corresponding to different values of j, corresponding to different values of j, different values of L, I can write here for same n and j, for same n and j, where L is equal to j plus minus half, the energies are same. From this expression we can conclude this actually. This is L here. So we have same n, we have j here same, whatever will be changing, it will be changing L, because S will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. The energies will be same. So we don't have the degeneracies to be lifted for this case. Same N and same J, but L seems to be different. So for different L, the degeneracy in the L is not lifted actually, is not removed by these two corrections. This is what we conclude from this statement, this expression. And later on, due to that Lamb shift actually, which is this radiative transition actually, this is the interaction between the electromagnetic radiations and the atoms and the atomic energy levels. So that actually that interaction gives rise to that Lamb shift. That is a quantum electrodynamic interaction. Quantum electrodynamic interaction. So there's electrodynamic and the quantum mechanics, they both are combined. So that interaction gives rise to the lift of the degeneracy of this L. But at this stage, we don't have the degeneracy in the L which is to be lifted. That is not lifted here. But for different, this same N and J, we have L is different, but energies are same and L is different still for same N and J. But when N changes, J changes, the energies will change corresponding to different values of L. Let us take an example. I will show you from an example. In the case of this Lyman alpha line, Lyman alpha line, or yes, Lyman alpha line. Let us go to it. Can you do you remember what transitions make the Lyman alpha line? This is the upper state n equal to 2, and we have for n equal to 2 to n equal to 3, that this is here. It's not Balmer actually. This is a, I have written somewhere Balmer, that is Lyman alpha series, H alpha, this. Yes. That is Lyman series. Now see, n is equal to 2. What will be L? 0 and 1. Now, this 0 is S state, this is P state. And when we have n equal to 3, we have L equal to 0, 1, 2, which is S, P, and D state. So there are the transitions from, in this case, the transitions will occur from n into P to n dash S. Now see here, NP, n means 2P or 3P because we have the transitions. So this will be the NP. If you are changing the n, if you are fixing the n, it is up to you. You can fix the n or you can change the n. So from 1 NP to n dash P, remember that there are selection rules which are important for any transitions. And that selection
Sir,
rule, bolo.
and D, sir.
This one?
Sir, and dash.
Yeah,
Sir,
and
please
dash. I will tell
selection
you
rule
and dash
बनाइए
why it is.
हमें.
It is actually from, because if you have n equal to 2, you cannot make a transition from n equal to 2 to n equal to 2. You have to change the n.
Yes, sir. Similar transitions are not
That is
available.
why it is n dash actually.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the selection rule is delta L must be plus minus 1 and delta H is 0 plus minus 1. These are the selection rules. General dipole selection rules, dipole transitions, which you have in the quantum mechanics you might have read or not. If not, then this is the general selection rule for these dipole transitions. In atomic physics, actually. In molecular physics, these change actually, selection rules change. Now, these are the transitions NP to N dash S, and we have other transitions which can be ND because we have the D orbital as well there, N dash P. Now, in NP to N dash here P, delta L will not change, so it is N dash S. Because from upper to lower, the L is greater in this case and L is lower in this case. We cannot have NP to ND. So it is ND to NP, but not ND to, because there those will be, and that will be an upward. We are generally considering those transitions which will give us a spectra. So spectra will be when an atom makes a transition from higher level to lower level. So that is how the sequence is written actually here. Now these are the different sequences. Now how these will be given now?
S तक नहीं होगी.
Okay.
And D से N dash S तक नहीं हो सकती है transition.
If you are, yes, if selection rules
तो
are
S
following,
flower state है. होगी.
yeah, if your selection rules are allowing it, then it will happen. I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
because selection rule is not allowing it. That will be a delta L is plus minus 2.
जी, sir.
Transitions वही consider करनी है जो most favorable होंगी, most probable.
Yes, most favorable. Those. Now, how we will write the transitions here? If our n is equal to 2, that is a lower state, where from the transitions will make. Transitions will occur actually. So we have the transition is NP half to 2s half, one transition. NS half to 2p half. ND 3 by 2. to 2p half. We have then here I can write np 3 by 2 to 2s1 by 2 and s1 by 2 to 2p 3 by 2. There is nd 3 by 2 to 2p 3 by 2 and one last will be there. Now remember that this 1 by 2, 3 by 2, that happens because of the spin orbit coupling, that spin orbit interaction, because J is L plus minus S, so you got the J equal to here. This is J. So the representation is N, L, and J. This is a representation. How a transition will be represented. I will draw a diagram. I think you will understand from that. First, see the which line it will be. You have to cross check it, which series it is for a hydrogen atom. Yes. Now see here, from the above expression which I have already written, I have told you that for same J and N and different L, we have same energies. Different L means, as I have written here, this, sorry, L equal to J plus minus 1 by half. So we have the same energies. Same energies means that they will be combined as a single level. For same J and N and different L, there will be a single line. So if you see from here, same J and N, here we have N half, J is half, J is half. Here again J is half and J is half. So the J is same, N is also here same, N is also here same. So there will be a single line for this. There will be a single line for these two lines because of this condition. As the degeneration in the L is not lifted from the this fine structure direction, relativistic and the spin orbit interaction. 1 point. This 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. There is again 3 by 2 to 1 by 2. For same N and same J. Here. N and same J. L is different, remember that. L might be different. Because that does not make a difference to us. Because the degeneracy is, it is degenerate actually. For different L. So when same J and N, we will have a single line. So this line and this line, these will be same lines. So instead of 7 lines, we will have the 5 in the spectra. But earlier, if you remember the Bohr's theory, from 2 to 3, there will be a single line. But instead of that single line, because of the spin orbit interactions and fine structure and relativistic corrections, we have now 5 lines for, this is a Lyman series actually. I'm sorry to say that it is a Balmer series. Yes, it is a Balmer series. Sorry for that. And so in Balmer series, we have 5 lines corresponding to N to, where we have from 2 to N dash actually, N equal to 2 to N dash lines in a particular series. So if you want to draw this diagram, how will you draw? N equal to 2. Let us suppose that there's a transition for N equal to 3. All the transitions will be from higher levels to 2. Now, it has L equal to 0, I will write L equal to 1 here. So it is S state here. P will be a dear here because for different L energies are same. So I will draw them in a line. This is P state. Okay. For N equal to 2. And corresponding to P, there will be two lines. One will be P half, P3 by 2. Because we have J equal to L plus
Yes,
S,
sir.
L plus R. Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, for N equal to 3, we have S, P, D. Originally, they will be in the same line. They will have the same energies. And again, it has 1 by 2, 3 by 2. This has 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and 5 by 2. Two J plus 1 components. So these are actually 2J plus 1 components. 12 plus 1, sorry. Wait. No, it's not 2J plus 1. Because degeneracy is not lifted, so it's not 2J plus 1. I cannot write. Now, this is a total energy level diagram. Now you have to mark the transitions. This is all. So this is P half, P3 by 2. Yes. This is S state, this is P state, and this is D. So this is S, P, D. Now I will represent the transitions here. Now remember that for this condition, merged and merged conditions, 5 transitions will be there total. Sorry. There's a moisture actually, it is making issue. The one transition which will be there for this and this. These are the two transitions. And if you want to represent them, I can write here. Let me draw the first lines, then I will write. Similarly, there from this S, there will be one transition to this P half, and there will be one transition to P3 by 2. So this here. Now, one transition from this line. These are all actually these are calculated according to the selection rules. So there is another transition actually which will be going directly to this line. These are simple. Now you can name them actually according to selection rules, and you can name them now because these are obvious from here. So this is actually S half here. This is again S half. And I think you can now name them. Let me change the color so that I can write them. So it is NS half to 2P half, and this is NS half to R3P because we are at 3, N equal to 3, so you can write 3 here. Sorry for this. So this is 2P half. This is again So this is 2p half, and this is again 3s half 2. It is 2p 3 by 2. Just here, see this energy level here. So accordingly, we can name them. And the point here which you can understand is that there are the 7 liners actually. They are separately seen as 7 liners. But this 3s half to 2p half and the another line 3p half to 2s half and this 2p half to this 3s half to 2p half, these will be the same actually in this diagram. So, and in the final, what you will see the spectra will be like, if this is the term shift, that is the wave number here, this, and this is the energy line, this. These are the relative intensities actually. The length of these lines represent the relative intensities. If I can give them the, I will name them these lines. So this is A here, this line. This is the B line, this is C line. And if this is D line, if this is the E, this line, and this is F. These are named according to the transitions. F, this is G. These are the 7 liners. So accordingly, we can have, this is A, B, C, D, E. Oh, there is one small line here. E, F, and G. No. So this line will have the small intensity here, and this line E. These are from the same actually, this level to the corresponding J values. If you draw it in another way, in the simple way, I can draw it here. If this is n equal to 1, we are not considered here for n equal to 1. I will start from n equal to 2. Not from this side, let me write it from here. N equal to 1, n equal to 2, and this is the n equal to 3. Change the pen, sorry. N equal to 3. So there is, this is a simple S level, and it will be split into S half here. It will shift actually because of that spin orbit interaction. This is S half. And if you calculate that delta T for L equal to 0, S equal to half, when you put up the values, and correspondingly J equal to half, in the expression for delta T, you'll find that this delta T will be equal to 1.46 centimeter inverse. This separation, SR. Now, since for this particular transition, we are concerned with 2 and 3, and make it straight. So this is this level. There are the different transitions. Yeah. So this corresponds to remember that for same J and N, there is a for different L. So if you have as P. I can write here this transition J equal to half, L equal to 1, and J equal to half. J is same, N is also same here, L equal to 0. Yes, L is 0, not the J. That is what I am saying. We are not actually shifting it. Because of that interaction, that perturbations, it is shifting. So it is the perturbation effect actually, which makes a small shift in that energy level. So this transition, J equal to half and J equal to half for both the cases, L equal to 1 and L equal to 0. This separation is this separation. It is 0.365 centimeter inverse. And it corresponds to 2s half and 2p half here. This is 2p half. Then there's a 2p 3 by 2 here. Sorry, this is 2s, not this. This is 2s half and 2p half. This line. This is here 2p 3 by 2. Because these two transitions will be merged into a same line, as we had discussed above. So the separation between the original line and this, the shift in this line, it is 0.01091 centimeter inverse. Now coming to this, because there will be three transitions actually for different L values. So this is 3s half and 3p half. Because J is same, N is same, L is different, this level. This is 3p 3 by 2, 3d 3 by 2, this line. And this is 3d 5 by 2. The separation, this separation is 0.108 centimeter inverse. This is 0.036 centimeter inverse. And this separation is 0.018 centimeter inverse. So this is N equal to 3 here level. So these are the different transition levels. If you want to draw that energy level diagram, so I can draw it here like this. Let me mark it with different pen. So there's a transition to this for different delta L plus minus 1 and delta J plus minus 0 plus minus 1. But remember that delta J equal to 0 plus minus 1 means that delta J to 0 is not equal to 0 to is not equal to, sorry, not J. J is not equal to J dash. Pen is not working. Let me write it here as separately. First, I will complete this transition. Now, I will draw only for n equal 2 to n equal to 3. I'm not concerned about this level. So there will be another transition from this line. And this line. So these are the transitions which we had drawn above actually. These are the two transitions because these are merged actually, two are merged. So these are only 5, which will be seen in the spectra when we only introduce the spin orbit and the relativistic correction. j equal to 0 to j equal to 0 is not allowed. This transition is not allowed. Between two different n actually. One more point is that when you have a spectral line NLJ to N dash L dash J dash between the fine structure components, when you have a transition of this type between the level NL to N dash L dash, it means that what it means that this, it means that, for example, it is, sorry, 2p half to 3d, this, sorry, 3s, not, I cannot write it is 3 2p 3d 5 by 2 to 2p half. When there is this type of transition for a particular n and l, it is called as multiplet.
Not allowed.
This will be called as multiplet. And when there is a
सर इसमें डेल्टा j ग्रेटर देन 1 आया ना?
delta, कौन सा delta?
सर इसमें डेल्टा j
Okay, so wait.
डेल्टा j ग्रेटर देन 1 आया ना?
Yes, yes, it is, sorry, it is 3 by 2, not 5 by 2. Okay. So this is multiple, it is okay now. And when we have n l to n dash l, n dash l dash, sorry, when this changes, s dash, then this type of structure will be called as doublet. That means if you see the S to P transition, there will be two lines, and 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, this 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. Then those two lines are called as doublet. Actually, there will be two lines in the spectra. And I will draw the diagram here. This is NP half here. This NP 3 by 2. This is N dash S half. So this will be a doublet. J is 0 as well. J can be 0. That is allowed a transition. Now we have multiple components, NP half, N dash P 3 by 2, and we have same like here ND 5 by 2. We have ND 3 by 2. So this type of transitions, these are called the multiplet. The lines which will arise actually because of these transitions and these transitions, these will be the doublet lines. There will be two components in that, and those two components will be closely spaced actually. Here the three lines will be closely spaced. Then there will be a gap. Then there will be again 3 or 2, and they form a series actually, groups of 2s and 3s. So those will be actually are more than 3 sometime, because when you move L equal to 3, L equal to 4, this J, when J increases as well as L, so this is multiplet. Okay, I think this is it, and you can now calculate the energy shifts, I will send you some problems, simple problems, where you can calculate the turn shift and the energy separation between the different components by incorporating the spin orbit as well as the relatives. And that is it for today actually. And tomorrow we will have a nanophysics class.